Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, my kids. In our last lesson, we talked about how we can use math in real conversation with community members. Today, we will review or remember what we have been learning throughout the year. Please open your book, page 153, and in this page, we are going to write and draw about what we have learned on theme 1, learning experience. Do you remember? Let's remind ourselves. Theme 1 was about a day in my life. Do you remember the daily routine and taking care of me? Then we studied when I grew up. So, what is the project we did on this theme? Yes, it was a bird showing its body parts. Excellent. What was your best work? Our best work was making a model of a bird. Do you remember? And also to compare between body parts of a bird and a human. I hope you remember. What is your favorite experience in this theme? Is to learn how to make a choice. Do you remember? We have learned how to make a choice and also learning about the golden eagle and its food. It was a wonderful lesson. Now, let's do the same for theme 2 on page 154. Let's write the summary of theme 2 together. Theme 2 was about what is in the night sky. Do you remember? Our project was drawing our favorite constellation. Excellent. What was our best work? Our best work was drawing the night sky. You were all amazing in drawing this night sky. And also drawing the constellation. Do you remember the Orion? Do you remember the Sirius? Excellent, I know you remember. What is our favorite experience here in this theme? We made a comparison between night sky and day sky. We have learned that day sky is different from that night sky. Also, we make a comparison between sun and other stars. Do you remember? The sun is brighter than other stars. Excellent. The sun is bigger or medium size, but it appears bigger than other stars as it is near to us. I hope you remember. Now, turn to the next page and let's remember theme 3 together. Theme 3, we was learning or studying theme 3 together on this term. So you should remember. Theme 3 was about the Nile, I know. Do you remember? We studied the map, we studied the legend, we studied different cities around the Nile. Also, we learned how to plan a trip using geographic and weather maps. We learned how to read weather maps, the cloudy sky, the windy weather. I hope you remember. What is the project we did? We built a model for a boat. Do you remember? All of you made wonderful boats. Also, most of you build your anemometer. What is the anemometer used for? Yes, it is used to measure the speed of the wind. Excellent. What was our best work? To draw and color a map. And our favorite experience was recognizing differences and similarities among the cities along the Nile. We said that cities along the Nile have some differences and some similarities. Also, we identified famous places in different cities along the Nile. Do you remember? Aswan, Luxor, Alexandria, Asyut, Cairo, Giza. We mentioned many famous places in these cities. Now, please turn to page 156 titled Theme 4 Review. And let's write what we have learned on the first chapter of this theme. We have learned that we communicate with family, friends, and members in the community. Number 2, we learned that we communicate for many reasons. Do you remember? We communicate to ask for help or to ask a question. There are many reasons too. Also, we have learned about old and recent ways of communication. Do you remember the old ways? By camels, by birds. And the recent ways that we use technology in communication. Also, we learned about the difference between verbal and non-verbal communication. We said that most of our communication in our life is non-verbal, using facial expressions, using our bodies, using the voice tones. Do you remember? Let's complete in the next page. Who might be interested in what we have learned? Who might be interested in what you have learned about communication? I can tell everyone in my family, my friends, and my neighbors that we can communicate non-verbally for many reasons, and we can use math in our communication. This was a summary for the first chapter, communication in theme 4. Next time, inshallah, we will start a new chapter about communication to learn more about communication in our community. See you next lesson. Goodbye, and thank you for listening.